In just a few hours after that incident happened that we heard from the sister, says that was her brother who was shot by Baltimore police earlier today. In that altercation, we have cell phone video of. She says she wants to get one clear message across. Her brother was not trying to harm those officers.
Chill, yo. Yo, chill, yo. Yo, stop, yo.
A scuffle between two Baltimore police officers and a man on the ground in the parking lot of the Avenue Market off of Pennsylvania Avenue in West Baltimore's Upton neighborhood. Police say an officer tased the man once and attempted to deploy it again seconds before firing off his service weapon.
I was at work and I was on the phone with him and I heard him tussling with somebody and I came here because I knew where he would be at. And I came here and that's when somebody told me that he was shot.
LaShawn Newton says the man in the video is her 35-year-old brother, Tavon Newton. She says she saw the cell phone footage of the shooting.
And they trying to say, like, if the police was, like, scared for his life or anything, but my brother was laying on the ground. He was on his stomach. One officer had his arms, and he was just laying flat. And the guy got up and shot him. So I don't see where as though he was fearing for his life.
Baltimore police say officers responded to a fight involving at least 3 people here near Wilson and Pennsylvania Avenue just before 12:15 p.m. Thursday. Commissioner Worley says officers chased a man on foot who they believe had a knife and was involved in that fight. Worley says his officers then tackled the man down and a scuffle began.
One officer tased the suspect. The taser had no effect. The officer attempted to tase him again, at which time the individual grabbed the taser from the officer, had possession of the taser, also had possession of the satchel.
A satchel, police say they later learned had a handgun inside of it. We could see one officer struggling to get that satchel out of the man's hands before the other officer fires that shot.
Even if he had a weapon in his bag, which I'm not saying he did or didn't, but if he had one in his bag, he didn't pull it out. He wasn't threatening them. He wasn't pointing if them or anything. If he had it on him, he just had it on him. There still wasn't no reason to shoot him in his back while he's laying on the ground.
Worley says the man involved is known to police, adding in officers found 2 handguns on that man in the same area last year.
Yeah, he was arrested prior years ago. Yeah, years ago. He already did his time for the crime that he committed. He already did his time, so why even bring that up? So y'all gonna keep letting his past affect everything?
Newton also saying her brother was not hurting or trying to hurt anyone.
We feared the police more than we feared going to jail. We not scared to go to jail. We scared to be confronted by the police, and that's the problem.
And I did just check in with LaShawn there literally maybe 2 minutes ago, asking her for an update. She tells me at this time she has still not been able to see her brother in the hospital. She's not sure exactly if he had surgery or not. So at last check, he is still listed as critical but stable. As for the officer who fired that shot, he is on administrative leave as this investigation is underway. Live outside of BPD headquarters, I'm Tori Yorgi, WBAL-TV 11 News.